asked where the physical practices went. So instead, they replaced the substances with symbolic gestures. They replaced the spices with holy water. They replaced the mixture with incense that has no frequency interaction whatsoever. They gave you the motion without the mechanism, the ritual without the result. For 16 centuries, chosen ones have been performing empty ceremonies, feeling nothing, and being told that the emptiness itself was faith. But the original instructions survived. Buried in Nag Hammadi, written in Coptic on papyrus that was never meant to see daylight again. And what those instructions describe is not complicated. It is not reserved for priests or scholars or monks. It is 3 elements, combined in one vessel, used in one practice, and the results begin the same night. This is the one thing they cannot let you discover, because once you know it, you do not need their buildings. You do not need their priests. You do not need their permission. You become your own access point to the monad. Sovereign, unmediated, direct. And a chosen one with direct access is a chosen one they cannot control. That is not a spiritual concept. That is a structural threat. The entire system, from the demiurge down to the lowest archon feeding off your midnight anxiety, depends on one thing: your ignorance of what you actually are and what you can actually do. Tonight, that ignorance ends. But before I reveal what these 3 spices are and exactly how to use them, I need you to understand the mechanism fully. Because if you do this without understanding why it works, the archons will use your own doubt to dismantle the effect before it takes hold. If you are ready to receive the 3 spices that Jesus taught his chosen ones, if you are prepared to use them tonight, comment monad frequency right now. This is not a casual request. This is your declaration. You are telling the monad and every archon listening that you are done operating at a frequency that was never yours to begin with. Now close your eyes for a moment. Just 3 seconds. Feel the space behind your forehead. Not pressure. Space. Openness. Like a door that has been locked for years and is now beginning to shift on its hinges. That sensation is your pineal center responding. It knows what is coming before your conscious mind does. Open your eyes. Here is what was buried. The first spice is saffron, not the decorative powder sold in supermarkets. True saffron, the stigma of the crocus flower, hand-pulled, dried slowly, carrying a frequency signature that the ancient world considered sacred long before the church existed. In the Gospel of Philip, when the text describes anointing preparations, the Coptic terms used align with what historians identify as the key components of sacred preparation oils in the pre-Christian Mediterranean. Saffron was not food. It was a frequency key. When a pneumatic ingests or inhales saffron in its pure form, it interacts directly with the pineal center. It does not create a new frequency. It removes the static. Think of your divine spark as a radio signal that has always been broadcasting. Saffron strips away the interference, the archon fog, the mental noise that you have been told is just how the mind works. It is not how the mind works. It is how a suppressed mind works. Saffron lifts the suppression. The second spice is frankincense. And before you think of church rituals, understand that the church borrowed frankincense and stripped it of its original purpose. In Gnostic practice, frankincense resin was not burned as decoration or atmosphere. It was burned as a frequency barrier. The smoke of frankincense creates what the Pistis Sophia describes as a seal around the energy body of the chosen one. Archons operate at specific low vibration frequencies. Frankincense smoke disrupts that frequency band in the immediate physical space around you. It does not kill